Here we go, we're in Hubbox. Check now, I've got a Budvar glass.
What?
There's a lot of people around. Are you ducking out a cam shot? I'm eating with Carnivore Ken and JD Cakes and Hairy Fruity Girl, who's just drinking lots of beer. And we're in Hubbox. Oh, hello.
Thank you.
And
we're on the council,
they're on the water.
Council wine.
Yes, council wine. But we've, yes, there you go. Are you washing your t-shirt as well? Right, so I've ordered a big slab of meat. We've ordered a big slab of meat. Except Foodie Girl, who has ordered a buttermilk chicken vegan thing. So, burger. Let's go. Right, okay. I'll stop waffling and start drinking. Oh, this is an extended birthday weekend. Let's get on. Here we go. So we've got the chips. We've got the burnt ends in the beans. Slaw, pickles. What's this? A bit of sausage. What am I doing?
Where's the chili sauce?
You got a pot there? So I think that must be brisket and a chicken, onion rings and loads of fries. Right, let's get into that and I'll give you a verdict.
Actually not to say.
It's so cold.
Yeah, I think that's actually really bad.
Cold.
Let's have a look. I can't even find any burnt ends.
This is cold. Cold. It's barely warm. Barely warm.
Right.
Chips aren't warming, but chips are quite cold as well.
Did you know what chips were that?
I thought it came with chips.
So that's the barbecue.
Dip your finger in it.
No, that's the vegan buttermilk burger. Right, after a couple of errors, with the management here have been really amazing, and that, if you want to come to Hubbox, order the pulled beef brisket. It's got the chipotle sauce in it. That is epic. The chips are some of the best I've tasted locally. Onion rings are good, and they bought me out some replacement biscuit there as well, and the beans are good. But it's all good. Beans are good. Beans are good. Ever beans are good. Right, I've done it. That's it. I didn't like the sausage at all. The first one was cold. The second one was hot, but pretty gross. They bought me out some beef brisket, which was there, and that was yeah. that was the best thing. That was the best thing on the plate, to be honest. The beef brisket is amazing. I'd come back here for a beef brisket burger, but I wouldn't eat the meat platter again, I must admit. But 10 out of 10 for customer service, because they've tried to fix everything for us. And but yeah, and the beans were good. So I'd have the beans, the chips, and I'd probably have the beef brisket burger. Yum. Let's go. See you on the next one. Alrighty then. Just to give you a bit of a clear up, a finale on the Hubbox food. So it's a really weird one, because I find it really difficult to be like too cutting on camera when we're in a restaurant. The customer service was second to none, but the food was proper second rated. So I've eaten in Hubbox before, which I was excited to as in I've eaten in Hubbox in Exeter, which is another, I don't know whether it's a franchise or what, but the food in Hubbox in Exeter was absolutely epic. So I was expecting the same quality of food when I went to the one in Truro. So I was quite excited. I invited a couple of foodie friends thinking this is going to be awesome, but it turned out to be a bit of a disaster, to be fair. So their food turned up and it was cold. It was the portions of meat were really tight as well. So my brisket was like 1/3 fat, and it was only maybe 2 inches square piece of brisket. Wasn't even a lot of brisket, but it was jet black underneath. Now I don't mind things like beef jerky, but I don't expect to get brisket that served up that tastes like beef jerky. So you know, they, yeah, briskets should be cooked long and slow, and it should almost fall apart. You know, it shouldn't be something that you're chewing like a. I mean, I'm talking a well done steak. Sorry about the camera work. I'm just holding it in front of my face at the moment. So I just wanted to give you some truths there. So the first sausage they brought out was meant to be a frank, like, and I don't know what that sausage was, but it was cold, it was greasy. They brought out a replacement, and it was just nasty. I didn't like the sausage at all. The chicken was just really overdone and dry. So you can see at the end of the video, I've left that on my plate. There's 2 sausages left on my plate. The beans with burnt ends, I couldn't find any burnt ends, but I really enjoyed the beans. And by way of an apology, the manager brought over a tray of pulled brisket, which was actually really nice. So in the end, my mate Carnivore Ken ended up eating a pulled brisket burger, which he really enjoyed. But the rest of it, that platter is meant to be like a little bit of the best of what the restaurant do. It was £22.50. So I was quite disgusted by the price. And then they said, do you want any sauces? And we said, yeah, we're all chili heads. Can we have some chili sauce, please? And then when we looked at the bill afterwards, they charged us £5 for chili sauce. And I'm like, wow, £22.50 for basically nice fries, beans, and onion rings. I think that was the only thing I liked on my plate. I mean, they were really lazy with the pickles because they were just from a jar. I would have expected fried pickles, like, you know. So if you're going to go into Hubbox in Truro, stick to the burgers. The brisket was appalling. The frankfurters, or the hot dogs were appalling. The chicken was dry and appalling. But the management are really, really nice. It just seems like they got some problems in the kitchen. I don't like to be too negative. I like to give everyone a fighting chance. But it feels to me like some of the kitchen staff from Hubbox in Exeter needs to go down and give these guys a hand in how to cook like decent barbecue food. Because I've had nicer tasting food from Iceland, as in the supermarket, not the country. And it just, if an American was to come over and I would say, oh yeah, we've got some American barbecue, and take them in there, they would literally walk out in disgust. So I'm giving the customer service 10 out of 10, because I did feel for the lady that was running it. You know, she was trying her best, bless her, but I'm giving the kitchen and the food 1 out of 10, because the only thing I really liked was the chips, the onion rings, and the pulled beef brisket that we got for free. So that was nice. It had a chipotle flavor to it. But everything else was shocking. How they can bring out 2 platters of food, and one stone cold, including the chips, and the other one's hot, but really, really overdone and dry. It's yeah, I'm glad they didn't do a food challenge, because it was challenging enough eating the meat on the plate, but not in a good way, you know. So anyway, I probably won't be visiting that particular branch. Maybe they were just having an off day, I don't know, but this is my honest opinion of Hubbox in Truro. And we've eaten in the restaurant next door, which was appalling as well, Chinese one, worst Chinese I've ever had. And we've eaten in the Burger King opposite. So there's like a triangle, I think it's like a Bermuda Triangle in Truro, that just the kitchen staff need, I don't know what they need, firing or training, or I don't know, just we've had just a terrible experience. So we're going to hit Nuki next and hope that restores our faith in eating out, because ain't nobody got time for that. Burnt brisket, dry chicken, cold, tasteless, floppy, non-snappy sausages. So anyway, but kudos to the management for trying to help us out, you know, put things right and everything. And in the end, she just wiped off the platters off the bill because, to be honest, nobody wants to pay $22.50 for onion rings, chips and beans, really, do they? Let's face it. So anyway, that's my honest opinion. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye. P.S. I was so hungry after eating a huge platter that on the way home I got myself a triple cheeseburger from McDonald's. Yummy.